We're talking about.
Let her finish. That logic I'm gonna use against her. So let her finish. I got that.
It's not for you to use against me. I'm telling you how we think. We don't think like you think. We know this. Listen, what I'm saying. We know this to be true now because we're having conversations with you to see how men think. So now, if you know, now I'm always gonna think like, nah, he's trying to get in my pants because I hear it from you guys. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Before, I didn't think that way.
So Shane, do you consider yourself to be at least moderately attractive? I believe that all of the men up here will as well. I find it super hard to believe that you being at least moderately attractive, that you just found out tonight that men.
Not tonight on podcasts.
Oh, okay. Even on podcasts. Podcasts ain't been around, but for like say since COVID.
Absolutely.
So since 2020, you just found out that all of these niggas, all of a sudden, that all the attention you get was, you thought it was because of your sparkling personality.
No. You don't
no,
body. He does not owe you his wallet.
Listen, no argument there. I've said it on this panel. If I'm in your guts, you can be in my pockets. I don't I'm not a.
Hey Willie, you know what's funny?
I'm cool.
You know what's funny? She said, "How do women breadcrumb men?" The friend zone is literally one big fucking breadcrumb.
Yeah, I wanted examples because I didn't know.
That's literally just one big
how it is.
That was a good one, sweetie.
It's crazy that. So I mean, when you think about it, it goes down as simple as what do women value, what do men value, what do men stall on and to manipulate, and how do women manipulate men? So it doesn't necessarily have to be sex. It could be anything that women would provide for a man, which is not very much else in most cases, but whatever else that women provide for that man, they can stall out on it at any point. Just start being real stingy or unavailable. You got 3 menstruals a month and shit all of a sudden.
Okay. Yeah, I just had no clue. I understood it from a woman's perspective, being a woman and, seeing how it worked from a man doing that to a woman, but I just didn't know how that would look for a man.
Because it's so normal. No problem. Women friend zone niggas. It's the majority of men in your life are friend zoned. I would hope, unless you're fucking all of them. I don't believe either of you are of that ilk. So
that's friend zone.
that's why it seems so foreign, because y'all do this shit regularly. It's like breathing for y'all.
But is that breadcrumbing
on purpose though? It's not like you're making it seem it's not in a manipulation.
No, that's
what I was gonna ask. Is that breadcrumbing?
No.
If you're not attracted to somebody, but they are cool, and you're just like, oh, we're gonna be friends. If you're
trying to lead them somewhere that you're not going, that's
breadcrumbing, right?
If you know the real breadcrumbing, we kind of went away from it a little bit with the breadcrumbing. It's supposed to be something that where at least you're being deceived as to where you're going.
Do you know? No, they know that every man in their friend zone wants to fuck them. They know that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're offering it. If someone's
it doesn't matter if they're offering it or not. Like it'd be like me saying, okay, I know this chick wants a guy to do A, B, C, and D, and I want her to be around, so I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D, even though I'm not going to give her what she like her end game. It's the same thing when you're in a woman's friend zone. Unless you're ugly, every man that approaches you wants to fuck you, or maybe your first or second cousins probably don't. But if you're a moderately attractive woman, you don't have men that just want to be your fucking friend. There's no value or utility in that is going to be commensurate to what he can get from you sexually. So if you have 50 niggas in your friend zone, 48 of them want to fuck you.
But I thought the purpose of breadcrumbing was I'm going to give a little bit with the intent of getting something in return, knowing that I'm not trying to get in a relationship with this person.
That's exactly what you
But what you're saying is it's really just one directional. Like if a woman is clear that she doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, and she's, like you're cool, and she's not abusing that relationship and like, oh, I'm gonna call him because I know he's gonna give me money, or I'm gonna do this and he's gonna give me money with the intent of making him think that it can go somewhere. If she's not doing that, then that's not breadcrumbing.
Your intent is completely irrelevant. You know that this man is doing these things because he wants to stick his dick inside of you. He wants to have you around in a non-platonic fashion. So he's going to be friendly. He's going to want to help you move. He's going to volunteer to put gas in your car, or you get a flat. He's going to be the nigga you can call. However, you also know that he is doing these things in hopes that you will change your mind about letting him run off and play inside your walls.
Nobody knows that.
Yes,
so no, people know that because you're telling us this.
Man, you're a woman though, and you're not stupid. You know that too. You just don't want to admit it.
So some people do. Sometimes you do know that. Like if you know a guy really likes you and he's trying to holler at you, but some people have friends that they probably do from high school, middle school, whatever.
We're not talking about Shane.
We gotta get Savage here too, y'all. Savage trying to respond.
We are not talking about some guy that you met in high school and y'all been friends for 30 years. We're talking about.
Let her finish. That logic I'm gonna use against her. So let her finish. I got that.
It's not for you to use against me. I'm telling you how we think. We don't think like you think. We know this. Listen, what I'm saying. We know this to be true now because we're having conversations with you to see how men think. So now, if you know, now I'm always gonna think like, nah, he's trying to get in my pants because I hear it from you guys. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Before, I didn't think that way.
So Shane, do you consider yourself to be at least moderately attractive? I believe that all of the men up here will as well. I find it super hard to believe that you being at least moderately attractive that you just found out tonight. That men
not tonight on podcasts.
Oh, okay. Even on podcasts. Podcasts ain't been around, but for like say since COVID.
Absolutely.
So since 2020, you just found out that all of these niggas, all of a sudden, that all of the attention you get was you thought it was because of your sparkling personality.
No. Not the guys who tried to holler at me. That's obvious. But I'm talking about the guys who I consider myself like if we met at work and we're just cool. You know what I'm saying? I think of them as just being my like we cool. I don't think of them now. If he tried to holler at me at one point, I'm not stupid. But if he just came at me on a friendship, like trying to be cool with me, even in his mind, even if he's trying to get in there and he never says that, I think we just cool.
Shane.
Hold on, y'all. Let's Savage get in there before Willie responds.
I understand this is before 2020. Now 2026. I know better because y'all have put this in my mind that that's not how men work. So this is 2020 me, not 2026 me. Okay.
All right, go ahead, Savage. And we'll get
I
together.
just want to put out there that one, I'm 28 years old, and even I know that this is capable. Let's look at the show Girlfriends. William is the most unattractive person on there. He's supposed to be the most platonic friend of all. And he done slept with Lynn and he done slept with the other girl too, just given the opportunity. Now, let's think about the dynamic. Let's be realistic here. What a man puts in for that friendship, a woman does not give back. It is not equal at all. He's going to go out his way for her, pay for some things for her, put his life on the line for her. He's going to do favors for her, things that she give her money and stuff like that, whatever the case may be. It's almost like a second boyfriend, except he ain't getting no pussy. You know what I'm saying? But all the things that he's willing to do for her, she is not willing to do for him. You know, God forbid she even be in a relationship. Anything she does for that man is automatically disrespectful. So it's already not platonic.
They treat niggas like unpaid interns. That's all it is.
Willie,
let me finish. Let me finish, please. There is a statistic shown, and you can look it up on Google, that there was a study done in Houston, Texas, of a survey of how many women were friends with guys. And on the woman's end, it was platonic, but the male friend secretly had intentions of sleeping with her or wanting something more, and the woman was completely oblivious. That is a thing, but it just goes to show that men and women being friends is not really platonic. And then if you're talking about people that you work with or knowing somebody down the street, that's your associate. That's somebody that you just know from around the way. That don't make that person your friend. I think people are a little too loose with that word friend. I mean, I feel like, you know, oh, I know that girl at the store. She used to do my hair. That's my friend. That's not your friend. That's your associate. I mean, let's not confuse the two. And then if we're going to talk about somebody that you grew up with, I think they're even more of a problem because they know all of your vulnerabilities. Like, okay, they done sit up here and took the time. They know what not to do. They know what not to say. They know when to show up. They know to be the show to cry on. As soon as something go wrong, I guarantee you, if you got on your knees on that brother and opened your mouth, he would not hesitate to feed the duck. Is that really a friend?
Let me just say this. I think we're getting mixed up with what breadcrumbing is, right? What we're saying, no, what you're saying is like, so when I had said, even with my husband, he was clear with me about it not being a relationship and him not wanting to be in a relationship. The fact that I took it upon myself to make it something different than what he said it was, that's on me. He's not breadcrumbing me. That's me breadcrumbing myself. he can't be responsible for something that he was honest with. So just the same as a woman saying, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. We're going to be platonic. Let's be friends. Be cool. We hang out. We, do all of the friend things. And if your intent is sticking around just to smash, that's on you. You're breadcrumbing yourself.
Can I respond now?
Hold on, wait, Willie. I got this. Hold on, Willie. I got this. Mistaken. So breadcrumbing is the act of the person that's doing the breadcrumbing, right?
Right. It would be me misleading him.
Right. Friend zoning is an act of breadcrumbing because women purposely friend zone guys. I'm not saying all women or all friendships that women and men have is a form of friend zoning, but friend zoning is a very specific thing. It's a thing where a woman sticks a man in the maybe category. I don't really want to deal with you, but I'm going to keep you around long enough for you to be able to do boyfriend things for me or be around me. And if I need you a shoulder to cry on, you're around. That's what friend zoning is. What, Mr. Chan, what did I say that was wrong?
Okay, maybe I'm confused about friend zone because when I think about friend zone, I'm not using.
I'm giving you the definition of friend zone,
Sweeney. So I'm telling you what I got it mixed up, right? When you said friend zone, I thought you meant a guy. I just put him in a platonic. We're not doing anything that has to do with a relationship.
So let me finish.
I'm not trying to lead you on. I'm not.
You're adding stuff and I ain't even finished yet. You're adding stuff I ain't even finished yet. Y'all would do things that would a woman that friend zones a guy knows that he wants to be with her, but she would keep him around because of things she may get out of him. But in order for her to get that out of him, she has to dangle the possibility of a relationship in front of him. So she would may go out with him, hang out with him and invite him over, and she may let him lay in the bed with her, but she needs him to pay for her. She needs him to pick up her car for her, or pick her up from, or drop her off, or pick up her kids for her, or for God's sake, give her some money because she need help on the rent or shit like that. She knows he wants to be with her, but she would dangle the possibility of a relationship or the possibility of getting in her pants or something like that to get things from him that she knows. If she told him straight up, there is no way in hell I will ever fuck with you, and he would be like, oh, okay, cool, bet, and he'll walk away. She doesn't do that. She dangles the possibility of getting with her in front of him so she can get things out of him.
That's him being a simp.
I want to ask you something just to see how honest you are. When was the last time you went out with one of your male friends?